Here in Ottawa. There's a big shout out to all the truckers. Been here for over a week. They got stamina, they got resolve, and they go the distance, whatever that distance is. And today we're joined by hundreds of farmers families, and their tractors, and they're all down here on Albert Street. If you want to go down and say hello to the farmers and their families, take a spin down to Albert Street. So listen here, we know that Jim Watson, the mayor of Ottawa, canceled Winterlude this year. But we have Freedom Lude here in Ontario. Freedom Lude is here in Ottawa. And it's pretty amazing what Jim Watson did yesterday and the chief of police in Ottawa. Here they were out. The mayor of Ottawa, the chief of the city police, was encouraging GoFundMe to steal $9 million. Can you imagine a chief of police encouraging and applauding GoFundMe to steal $9 million to help out the truckers and the farmers to regain our freedom? But you know, we've been down here for over a week. It's been nothing but fun. It's been high energy. It's been energetic. It's been fun. We've had street hockey games. We've had fireworks, street dances, and this is what Canada is all about. This is Canada's new Canada Day, right here, right now. This is the real Canada Day. And listen, we know, if we listen to Justin Trudeau, I don't know if that little groundhog ever did come out of the Scottish, but he calls us a fringe minority with unacceptable views. We're here with our families. We're here with our friends. We're here with love in our hearts. And he calls us a small fringe minority with unacceptable views. And I can tell you, I've been in politics for a long time. And this has been a big battle. This is the biggest battle we've ever been in. This has been Canada's darkest time these last 23 months. But I want to tell you, the small fringe minority with the unacceptable views are those 338 politicians up in Ottawa. They are the small. They are the fringe. They are the unacceptable views. Those cowards in the cottage are not representative of Canada. They're not representative of us. And we have to have a motion of no confidence. And we're showing it right here in the streets of Ottawa. We're showing it in the capital cities of every province. We've got blockades and tractor convoys in Edmonton. We've got them at the border in Alberta. We've got them in Winnipeg. We've got them in Regina. We've got them in Quebec City. We've got them in Toronto. This is ground zero, but make no mistake, this fight for freedom, this battle for our faith, for our families, our freedom, is happening from coast to coast. And we're not going to give up. We're going to go the distance. And let me share you one little story. You know, many people in Canada were known to be very polite, very considerate. We even say sorry when we don't need to say sorry. That's what Canada is. But that's not all. That's not the only things that define Canada. One of my childhood heroes was a young man in Toronto. His name was George Chavallo. Anybody remember George Chavallo? He's a 5-time heavyweight champion of Canada. Fought 93 bouts. He fought the best in the world. Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, George Foreman. In his 93 bouts, nobody ever knocked him down and nobody ever knocked him out. That's what a Canadian is. We don't get knocked down. We don't get knocked out. We go the distance. Canada leads the world for freedom. In the First World War, when the Allies were stuck and they couldn't go any further, they were stuck at a ridge called Vimy. None of the Allies could get through, and they called on Canadians to go the distance and to climb that hill. And we did it. In politics, we often hear an excuse. Have you ever heard that excuse is not the hill you want to die on? No! Anybody ever hear that? We hear it in politics all the time. You don't want to die on that hill. Well, I'm telling everybody, and I'm telling that coward